On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Now, if that dude chews with his mouth open, I'm just pulling stuff out of thin air. If he chews with his mouth open, or if he decides to split the check on the first day, he said, you know what? I can't marry no dude like that. But you know what? I might want to date you and I might can change you. Then second day, he might show up late. That may be a pet peeve. Whatever. He's falling down the curve as he reveals things that she don't like. A woman, when a man sees her, all she needs to do is open her mouth and actually speak with some intelligence that actually hits him. As long as she's not talking crazy, then you know what? She's worth a phone call. He didn't see a wife yet. She's worth a phone call. Then maybe she's worth a date. Then maybe she's worth 2 dates. That's what I mean by dating up. A man qualifies a woman up the ladder.
It depends, Gerald. It depends on how old you are.
All right, man. This is the last question. We're gonna close this out. I'm not gonna play that last video, but she's 37 years old, divorced with 2 kids. Should she stay with the father? She's not married. I know ideally we say if she's married, then go ahead and work it out. But with her not being married and her age and her value is apparently down, should she stay with the father? I'm not gonna go around, so just feel free to answer.
Say that one more time, the beginning part, JR.
She's 37 years old, excuse me, divorced with 2 kids. Should she stay with the father?
Heck yeah, she should. Hold on for dear life. Hold on.
Well,
don't
why did
let
they
go.
What happened? That's important to know. Should she say no? If something happened where she
That's
had
true.
to leave,
Hold on,
absolutely
though.
not. I think
Yeah, I mean,
that
it's extreme circumstances, but yeah.
yeah.
I don't
And
think there was
with the-
nothing extreme with her and Wiz though. And
Oh, y'all still talking about
Oh, we talking
Amber?
about her?
Yeah. We're
Oh.
talking
I
about
thought we
No.
was, I thought we was talking about.
You just started just
I was
general.
off. I thought it was just a regular general chick. My bad.
No. I said she's 37 because you remember we say that once you start
When they
having
hit 37.
kids,
Yep.
yeah, once you get divorced, basically like your value go down, even if you're a celebrity. So she don't have too many choices for quality men from based off what we've been preaching, what everybody's been preaching nowadays.
Well,
so
I think
should she stick it out with the father?
I don't know.
Go ahead, Court. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I don't know the reason why they divorced was maybe, and I have not a clue. It's idea that she would stay with her husband, but it didn't happen. So does it mean that she can't find a good man because she's hit the wall and has 2 kids? No, it's the idea of the men that she's dating. She's dating men that are not going to treat her well, or she wants a particular type of man that ain't checking for her. It's just about understanding reality. I don't want to put out a narrative because I know that it is out there a lot with a whole lot of people and YouTube, as if once you hit 35 or if you have a kid, there's no hope for you. That's not true. Me being that I'm dating someone, I have men that have been married and divorced that actually like older women with children because they're like, I actually think it's attractive when I see you with your child. That is beautiful to me. I know men out there that do well for themselves. They might not be high value, but they have amazing jobs and they're great fathers. And I was looking not to have any more kids, but to have a companion there with them. So that happens. So life is not over
for those type of guys at this point, though. It's almost like that's not the guy that she wants. That's the guy that she's willing to settle for.
Well, that's speaking with Amber about her, I'm sure, but that's why she's been unsuccessful.
Like you see that guy that Khalees is with. That what is he, a baker or something like that?
Yes. Yeah.
But Anton, here's the caveat.
That's a heck of a fall.
But that's the man that you qualify for.
Well,
I agree.
I think Jeff Bezos' ex-wife is with a teacher.
Right. You see the fall? Yeah, you can't compare. That's my whole point.
I mean, but I'm saying, like, I think it just depends on a lot of things. I don't think it's just necessarily
the example that you just used is the exact scenario.
Wait, what was your point again? Say it again.
The drop off is what I'm saying for the women. Guys upgrade, women downgrade.
Well, if you have $100 billion or whatever she has.
Doesn't matter.
It's not even a real example that you
it
can
doesn't
really
matter.
use.
You don't.
I'll tell you how it doesn't matter because
what doesn't matter? First,
the fact whatever her net worth is. You saying $100 billion, right? So
I don't know how much it is.
Let's go with your example. So you said she had $100 billion, and I said that doesn't matter. And you were saying that she dropped down to a teacher. And the reason why that doesn't matter,
I didn't say dropped down.
Well, Anton said she dropped down, but you said, well, she's dating a teacher. Here's the point that I'm making. It doesn't matter because the realm that she came from, which was founder, CEO of Fortune 500 company, she doesn't qualify for that anymore. So she's with the man that she actually qualifies for.
She doesn't qualify for what?
Listen, no dude is checking for her outside of her money. What we saying is, as a woman ages, her options dip. As a man ages, his options go up. That's the whole point of the conversation.
But is it not dependent on other factors such as income and whatnot? Like, is the average man who makes, I don't know.
Okay, why is I'm not even gonna get into it. You see the Holly Berries, they always got some random dancer or some guy that used to water wave in the park or something like that. Like all of these chicks as they get older, they wind up like going through a gamut of basic regular guys. Like Nicki Minaj, she wound up marrying some hood dude. I mean, real talk. Like,
well, earlier,
like the trend is for women as they continue to age, regardless of how successful that they've been, is to wind up being with a guy. I mean, you're gonna always have an anomaly here and there, but it's to wind up being with a guy that is probably lower on the totem pole than the guy that she was with, whereas the guy that she left or the guy that left her upgraded. Jeff Bezos upgraded. Like, we all know that Jeff he upgraded.
His current girl is not worth more than his. Okay,
it's not
about worth though. Okay,
what is it about? What's the upgrade?
She looked better. She just
they look the same in terms.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
You think? JR, pull up a picture of Jeff Bezos' current boo.
No, they don't.
And we can talk about this because come on.
I gotta pull her up.
Pull her up because Anton's acting like she's just out here a supermodel. She's not.
I think we missing.
She just looks an average looking person. She's fine.
Go ahead, Gerald. What you about to say?
I was gonna say I think we missing one point. We're getting stuck on the money issue, but I think we missing this point. There's a reason why DC Young Fly is not married. It's for the same reason Amber Rose is not married. Ain't no man that is a high quality man is a woman with a tattoo in the middle of her forehead.
That's true.
Same reason with the brother. She's gonna keep attracting the dudes that's gonna check for that. Now, to your point, Kay, here's what I would say, and I've said this many, many times. And you challenge this point. Men, we date up. Women date down. Let me explain.
Well, it depends. It depends.
The whole philosophy is hypergamy, right?
As you get older, we date up.
Hold on. Let me explain what I'm saying.
This is so contradictory.
Hold on. Let me explain what I'm saying. When a man, when he sees a woman walking across the street, in the club, in the restaurant, in the grocery store, by the produce, don't matter where she is. He looks at that woman and he says, wow, she is a beautiful woman. Wow, I'm liking the way that she moves. She is worth a conversation. She is worth a conversation. He may watch her for about a minute or two and say, man, I love what's going on over there. It looks like two hams fighting in a potato sack. I'm trying to walk over there. Having an argument. I'm going to walk over there. But
relax, GP. Relax.
Really put the crowd back on.
Like that now.
No, what I'm saying is he sees her as worth the conversation. He didn't see a wife. He didn't see a girlfriend. He didn't see a long-term relationship. He saw someone worth a conversation. Now, when a woman sees a man, here's the difference. She's not just going to see him for the moment. Oftentimes, women will see a man, she'll check for his friends. She'll watch him for a month or two, watch him for a week or so. Depending on what she's doing. If she out with her girlfriends at the club, they done turn up, they done pop a couple bottles, she may holler at him. But most of the time, if it's a relationship, she gonna watch him for a while. She gonna see how he runs his life. And then when they go on the first date, she's gonna like, you know what? I like everything that I've seen so far. Tell me a little bit about your background, blah, 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 blah. Now, if that dude chews with his mouth open, I'm just pulling stuff out of thin air. If he chews with his mouth open, or if he decides to split the check on the first day, he said, you know what? I can't marry no dude like that. But you know what? I might want to date you and I might can change you. Then second day, he might show up late. That may be a pet peeve. Whatever. He's falling down the curve as he reveals things that she don't like. A woman, when a man sees her, all she needs to do is open her mouth and actually speak with some intelligence that actually hits him. As long as she's not talking crazy, then you know what? She's worth a phone call. He didn't see a wife yet. She's worth a phone call. Then maybe she's worth a date. Then maybe she's worth 2 dates. That's what I mean by dating up. A man qualifies a woman up the ladder.
It depends, Gerald. It depends on how old you are.